So in Mahayana Buddhism, we have a number of deity-type figures. We have Buddhas and we have realized bodhisattvas. We've built on the foundational Buddhism, which has Shakyamuni Buddha, the four guardian kings of the directions. Occasionally you have thrown in, you have some, the classical gods of India, Brahma, Shiva, Indra, and in Buddhist books, Indra is called Chakra, Shakra, and so Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma, Indra. So we have these characters, and we have human individuals. We have Subhuti, Mahakashyapa, Modgalyayana. We have the patriarchs, and then we have special students, the two principal students. But in Mahayana Buddhism, we enlarge the pantheon of Buddhas by adding Amitabha, Medicine Buddha. Actually, Akshobhya Buddha is mentioned in one of the last chapters of the Vimalakirti Nirdesa Sutra. So we're actually enlarging the number of Buddhas. Plus, we add the concept of 1,000 Buddhas of the age in Mahayana Buddhism. But we also have worldly people. We have actual humans. We have teachers. And so how do we represent these teachers in art? Well, we have a system and we have a number set. And that's why number sets are so important. You cannot learn math. You cannot learn skills in coding or in engineering or anything like this without understanding mathematics, algebra, calculus. And to do this, you have to know the number sets. You have to know multiplication tables, divisions. You have to know that numbers come in groupings, the group of ones, the group of tens, the group of 20s. You have to be able to divide up complex subjects into related components and parts. And then you have to rate those according to what's initial and what's later, what's foundational and what's more advanced. You have to do this. So with Mahayana Buddhism, what we do with the human teachers is we divide them up and we make a group called the 6 Ornaments and the 2 Excellent Ones. And they're also referred to as the 6 Ornaments and 2 Excellent Ones of the Southern Continent. The Southern Continent, we can say, meaning India, but also meaning the greater Jambudvipa, this sort of world system that we all inhabit. Now, the 6 Ornaments are the most important Mahayana philosophers of the first millennium. And these are Nagarjuna, famous for the Prajnaparamita, famous for the concept of emptiness and the concept of zero or shunya or zunya in Arabic. So we have Nagarjuna, we have Aryadeva, his main student, Asanga, and then Vasubandhu, his half-brother and kind of a main student. Then we have Dignaga, Dharmakirti, Gunaprabha, and Shakyaprabha. These are the 8. So the Gunaprabha and Shakyaprabha, they are the two, what are called the 2 Excellent Ones that are attached to the 6 Ornaments. And these 3 groups of 2, Nagarjuna and student, Asanga and student, Dignaga and student, these are the 6 Ornaments. And these are commonly shown in art as in their own sets, and sometimes with their life story depicted in vignettes around the central figure of Nagarjuna or Aryadeva or Asanga. But more importantly than sets of their own, they are commonly found as secondary figures in all types of paintings, whether it's a lineage or whether they're just individually represented. They are commonly found. Now, as to this modern concept, the 17 scholars of Nalanda, this is really new, and this is based on the early Indian teachers and the different lineages that made up or came together to form the Lamrim teachings as taught by Tsongkhapa in the Gelugpa tradition. And so this 17 scholars of Nalanda is just a way of talking about certain Indian teachers, but this is a new concept. We don't find this really in early writings before the 20th century, 21st century. So that's the 6 ornaments and 2 excellent ones.